Mate Vidra helps the Clarets take a point away from Stamford Bridge with a late equaliser. Watch until the end of this review to hear all of my thoughts on today's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my review of the match that took place earlier on today at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League between Chelsea and Burnley, which ended in a 1-1 draw. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this review is that firstly, I will be giving you guys the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of the match. I will then be giving you guys my thoughts on the match itself, and as always, I'll be breaking it down into the first half and the second half, and in addition to this, I will be giving you guys the positives and the negatives that I took from the match, and lastly, I'll be giving you guys my thoughts on how Chelsea have done ahead of the international break. So without further ado, let's get straight into this review. So we begin by taking a look at the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of the match. And as always, we begin this particular section by taking a look at the formation in which he chose. And of course, it was a 3-4-3, and let's just leave it as that. We move into the personnel that he decided to go with, and in goal it was Edouard Mendy. The back three consisted of Andreas Christensen, Thiago Silva and Antonio Rudiger, and of course that was from right to left. The midfield four, including the two wing backs from right to left, was Reece James, N'Golo Kante, Jorginho and Ben Chilwell. And the front three was Ross Barkley, Kai Havertz and Callum Hudson-Odoi. So that is the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of today's match against Burnley. So now we shall dive into my thoughts on the first half, and I have to say that we did make a good start to the match, despite looking a bit iffy in possession of the ball in the early exchanges, and that's me being completely honest with you guys. But we did make a good start to the match, and we had some glorious chances to take the lead in the early stages, and they were chances that we really should have taken. Andreas Christensen had a chance to head the ball home after a cross came into the box from one of the corner flags, and he really should have done a lot better than he did. Thiago Silva, if I'm not mistaken, also had a chance. We did have quite a few good chances in the early stages of the match, and I'll say it again, they should have been taken. They really should have been taken. Burnley did threaten. They did threaten, but they didn't really test Edouard Mendy too much. But they were present in the game. But I did feel as though as the first half went on, we kept the ball a lot better. We started to cut through them more because they were sitting very deep and making it very hard for us to cut through them. And I did feel as though we created some really good chances, and in the 33rd minute we got the goal in which our efforts deserved, and it came from a peach of a cross from Reece James down our right hand side, and Kai Havertz just headed it home. It was a great header. Nick Pope had absolutely no chance with that one. He was rooted to the spot, and it was a deserved goal, like I said, because we were the better team. Yes, like I said already, Burnley were present in the game. They were threatening us, especially when we lost the ball, of course. And I have to say that they could have scored if their passing in the final third was better, because they were getting into good positions. But yes, we've gone back to previous seasons. But anyways, I shall elaborate on that statement later on. I think you guys know what I'm going to say anyway, but I'll leave it for now. But we did have some gilt-edged chances after the Kai Havertz goal, and we just didn't take them. And overall, I have to say that it was a good first half performance. We were the better side. Um, we did force Burnley back a lot, but they did manage to get out on a few occasions and threaten us, like I said already. But um, it was a good first half. It was a good first half performance. Um, we now move into my thoughts on the second half, and I have to say that we did make a good start to the second half. We put bags of pressure on Burnley. We forced them back. We um, managed to generate some more clear-cut chances. Thiago Silva had a gilt-edged chance. He hit the post. He also put the ball over the bar. I think that was after the equaliser was scored. But anyways, I'll get into the equaliser in a little bit. Um, Kai Havertz also had chances, if I'm not mistaken. Callum Hudson-Odoi also had chances. Ross Barkley had some gilt-edged chances in that second half that he definitely should have taken. Um, a lot of our players had some good chances in the second half, but we just didn't take them. And in terms of the equaliser, honestly, this is something that I would not have thought would come off my tongue, but it is. Absolutely terrible defending for the equaliser. The very fact that such a simple ball over the top was allowed to happen and reach Jay Rodriguez, who actually came off the bench for Burnley, of course. And of course, let me start again. I mixed my words up there. The very fact that it was a simple ball over the top that found Jay Rodriguez, who then gave it to Matej Vydra, who also came off the bench, for him to just stick it home from a few yards out is just not good enough. It's not good enough. We defended that poorly, and honestly, it's just annoying because for 80 minutes we had control of the game. Yes, Burnley did have their spells, as I've said quite a few times already, but we had control of the game. We were having shot after shot after shot after shot, opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and we just didn't take them. We just did not take them, and we paid the ultimate price for them. I'm not going to lie to you, after Burnley scored, they could have won the game. They could have won the game. They had some of their players clean through on goal, but they got crowded out and they got their space reduced, thankfully, by the Chelsea defence. But honestly, they could have won the game. And give me a few seconds, darling. I can only laugh because if I don't laugh, I'll be really pissed off. But the sorry, the annoying thing is that there were loads of overconfident Chelsea fans out there before the game, and that just never helps. It just never helps. Never underestimate this Burnley side, and I'm not just saying that because of the very fact they managed to get a draw against us at Stamford Bridge. I'm saying this because it is a known fact that it's a known fact that Sean Dyche is a manager who sets his teams up to fight, battle, and take the opposition all the way and make it very difficult for their opposition to get through, which is what they did today. And they deserved their point. Let's have it right. They deserved their point because while I did feel as though we had many opportunities to score, I have to say that they were making it very difficult for us to break through them, especially in the second half, because they managed to get through us, and it's as simple as that. But overall, I felt as though the performance was there. It was there for large parts of the game, except the last 10 minutes, where we pretty much lost our heads and got a bit complacent. That's me being completely honest. And I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because we dropped 2 points. We dropped 2 points when we really should have won. But anyways, we move into the positives and the negatives that I took from the match. Let me lean forward. Starting off with the positives, there's one positive that I took from the match, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. Despite the strong performance for large parts of the game, I did struggle to take a positive from the match. But the positive that I took from the match is an obvious one, and sorry, it's an obvious one, and I've pretty much just said it already. We had control of large. We had control for large periods of the game, and that's the positive for you. We move into the negative, and it's a negative spin on the positive. And the two negatives that I took from today's match, the first one is that we lost concentration in the last 10 minutes and allowed Burnley to cut through us with ease. I've said this already, I'll say it again. They could have scored in the last few minutes of the match, and they probably should have. But yes, that's the first negative that I took from today's match. The second and final negative that I took from today's match is the very fact that we were anything but clinical. We were anything but clinical. And not only that, our shooting wasn't too great today. We had 25 shots and only 4 on target. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. It's as simple as that. But anyways, guys, that is it for the positives and that is it for the positives and the negatives that I took from today's match. You see what this has done to me, is making me lose my speech or my ability to speak properly, shall I say. But anyways, please guys, do drop your thoughts on today's match in the comment section below, and as always, I shall do my very best to respond. We shall move on. Now we shall complete this review by getting into my thoughts on the upcoming international break and how Chelsea have done ahead of the upcoming international break. Honestly, guys, we have done really well. We've picked up some really good wins. We've managed to see ourselves extend our lead, at least at the time of this recording anyway, or shall I say at least up until the time of this recording anyway. But we have played some good stuff. Today, you can say so, but there were things that went really wrong and that should not have happened. But anyways, sorry guys, I'm just really disappointed. I'm just really disappointed because I was watching this game and it was just so frustrating, you know. It was one of those ones. But anyways, hopefully we see some players recover from injury. Hopefully we see players rest. Hopefully we see players ready to fight for a place in the squad, i.e. the ones who are not going out on international duty and are not currently in the squad right now, or in the team right now, shall I say. But we'll just have to see. I'm not really looking forward to the international break, to be honest, but it is what it is. We just have to go through them. But that is it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I didn't. That's me being completely honest. Thank you all for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I shall see you all very soon for some more videos. Come on you Blues, come on Thomas Tuchel, and peace.